novomeški založbi Goga so gostili finsko avtorico Katariino Vuorinen. Gre za izjemno zanimivo pesnico, ki se ukvarja s številnimi temami, ki se dotikajo človeka in njegove narave. V Novem mestu je ravno zaključevala svojo 4. pesniško zbirko, hkrati pa je dodobra vsrkala vzdušje dolenjske prestolnice.
I like the peaceful atmosphere. And of course, I have to mention that I have had such luck with the weather. So spring is here, summer is here, and in Finland they still have snowstorms, so it feels like a gift to me. And yes, in general, the atmosphere, it's relaxed, it's laid back. I prefer smaller places, smaller towns from really big cities, so it has been just right for me.
Vzdušje v Novem mestu je bilo všeč tudi zato, ker je do neke mere primerljivo s tistim finskim.
I have found out that there is similarities between Finnish and Slovenian people. So people in here, or at least all that I have met, they seem to be very friendly, somehow modest. They're not making any big fuss about anything. Very reasonable, well educated. So in that way, it really feels like home, because I think these features also apply to Finns. And as a city, well, this city, I think, is more beautiful than the one I'm living in Finland, because you have this lovely old center.
Njena pesniška pot se je sicer začela že zelo zgodaj.
I fell in love with poetry when I was 7 years old. And that's when I tried to write my first poem. Or I didn't try, I just did, because that's how you do it when you are a child. And I love the form. I love the way of expression, that it's quite dense and the possibilities of that form of literature.
Svojo raznovrstnost kaže tudi s tem, da se v svojih verzih dotika številnih tem.
But I've written a lot about childhood, for example, and about all kind of questions with growing up. I've written about questions of womanhood and gender equality, violence, history, how history affects us, how we carry that on with us. And I'm just forever interested of communication between people, and especially how the human mind works. How does it work? How our memory works? How it is very subjective? How we create our reality.
Izjemno pomemben vidik njenega ustvarjanja je tudi sobivanje z naravo, ki je ena ključnih tem njenega pisanja. Tudi pesniške zbirke, ki je skoraj že zaključena.
This is exactly what I have been working with here in NOVO MESTO. And it's about memory, for example, how memory works, how subjective it is, and how everybody has a different version of history and what happened and how. It also tells about death and dying, and about mental disorders.
Njena prva ljubezen pa seveda ostaja poezija, kar se vidi in čuti v vsaki njeni potezi.
Poetry of all the genres of literature, I think it has the ability and skill to reflect and simulate and imitate life better than any other genre of literature.
Svoj obisk Slovenije je zaključila s predstavitvijo svojih del na Mladih rimah na Metelkovi v Ljubljani.